carry. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on second down. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Right at 8. 54. Line 54. Here we go, let's bring it.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Now the Panthers get set, third and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on fourth and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
A
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Dixon has it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Dixon, a 28-yard gain. And the Seahawks, first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, here's Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Green 80! Good job right there, good job right there.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now it's Carson. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm here all day. Go.
Now Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Hey, 0.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's get off the field.
To throw again is Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Mike 59. 59. Get that quarterback, D-Line. Get that quarterback.
Again, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check, 59. 12.
Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, 0. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Gun.
Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Great.
Newton now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Newton on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699.
Great. 56.
On first and 10, Newton. And the catch made by Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, he's got it to Hilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Cheetah.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
I got you, boy. Check 13. Eight.
After the run, Newton going to throw. He'll buy some time right, and that is incomplete here. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Eight. Get nervous. Hey, look. Mike's 50, Mike's. Come on. I'm going to run you over. Mike's 50. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Penny. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Alert. 59, mark, check, 59. Run left. Strip that ball. Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Dontari Poe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Mario Addison in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Hey, 0. Just like that.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, with their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll try the air now with Newton. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mario Addison in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Dixon has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again to Carson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Cut! 3-15! Go! Do!
Wilson to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
At the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This is Carson. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a